So you decided to upload your first YouTube video. Let me be the first to congratulate you on taking that step. Getting to that point sometimes is the hardest part of getting started in content creation. So congratulations on getting that first video done. Now, what do you do with it? How do you upload it? In this video, I'm going to walk you through that process of uploading your first YouTube video, and I'm going to demonstrate this not only on desktop, but also on mobile. We are going to demonstrate that, walk you through everything you need to know, and we're going to do that right now. Hey, what is going on? I am Ken, the content coach. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, in this video, we are going to walk through the process of uploading YouTube videos. We're going to demonstrate this on desktop browser and on mobile. That way you can use either method you would like and see here how to do that. So if you found the channel, then you are probably a content creator, probably wanting to upload your first YouTube video. So this one is for you. Let's jump right in. We're going to start with the browser demonstration. I'm going to show you how to do that on browser. Now, when you first go to your browser, there's two different ways that you can do this. You can either do this through YouTube, through youtube.com, or you can do it through Creator Studio. If you're going to be on youtube.com, then you would simply hit the camera with the plus right here. This is going to be create, and you'll see options upload video, go live, or create post if you have the community tab. If you're going to do this through Creator Studio, which again, this is where I typically do it, you'll see a camera plus with the word create. You click there, you're going to have pretty much the same options, and we're going to click upload videos. Now, once the dialog box comes up, you can either click select files to browse for the file, for the movie file that you have, or you can drag that in and just drop it right here. I'm going to hit select files. And then once your file explorer for Windows or Finder for Mac comes up, you're going to go find the video that you created that you're ready to upload. So we're going to grab this here. This is just one that I'm uploading for demonstration. Now it's going to start the upload process, and as this moves, you're going to see down at the bottom now it says uploading, and we're going up, we're ticking up 20%, 30%. This is telling me how long it's going to take for the upload to actually happen. Now once the upload's done, you're not actually done here because it also has to process, but that does not stop you from going ahead and setting things up and getting your video scheduled or put out if you want to go ahead and release it. Now you're going to notice you do have some pre-filled details whenever this starts. You do have a title already set here, and this is pulling the title from your file name. So whatever you have named your file when you exported that from your editor software is what you're going to see here. 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to change that. You're going to want to make that title something that's catchy, something that makes people want to watch it. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and just change this to channel intro. Watch this. Next up is your description. Now, your description is where you're going to put everything about the video, any links you have for your website, for your brand, for your social media, anything that you want to share with the viewer, Amazon affiliate links, anything like that. So I'm going to put my website. There. And then I'll start to describe the video. This is my intro video. Obviously, you would want more than this. Fill this out as much as you need to. You have 5,000 characters that you can use. Okay, the next step is your thumbnail. Now, the options you have for thumbnails, once this sort of gets along in the processing, you'll notice some frames from your video will pop up here. So you can use one of those frames if you want to. That is something I don't recommend you doing because YouTube is pretty much choosing those frames. Or if you have a browser plugin like Tubebuddy or something like that, you can make a custom thumbnail right here in the browser using Tubebuddy, using any other tool that does that. My recommendation though is to design your own thumbnail ahead of time. So I'm going to click upload thumbnail. And again, your file box is going to come up so that you can select your file, and you will find the file that you chose for this video. So there's my thumbnail. Now, the next thing we want to do is use playlist. Now, a few tips about playlist. You definitely want to choose at least one playlist most of the time. There may be cases where you don't want to use a playlist. For this video, I'm just going to choose 2 here. Obviously, these have nothing to do with the video that I uploaded, but for demonstration, and I'm actually using my first YouTube channel because I can show you the entire process being that this channel is monetized. So I have the playlist selected. I'm going to say done. And now I'm going to scroll down and you see your audience. Now, this video is set to not made for kids. That setting for me is automatic the way it pops in here. Now, what this means is if your video is made specifically for children, like children would be the audience for this video. If you're reading a children's book or if you're doing some kind of a teaching thing for kids, whatever that would look like, if this is only for kids, then you want to select yes, it's made for kids. Now my content, this video is not necessarily made for kids. It doesn't mean kids can't watch it, but it's not made for kids. So it kind of has a different way that it makes the video work and the way YouTube sets it up. You can read more about that by clicking the link here, and I'll also throw this in the description so you can get a little further detail on that. You also have the option, do you want to restrict your videos to an adult audience? Again, I'm going to say no here, don't restrict. But if for whatever reason you want to restrict that video that you're uploading to 18 only, then you can select the box for yes. Now the next thing you want to do is hit show more. And for show more, the next option you have, my video contains paid promotion like a product placement, sponsorship, or endorsement. You can read the rules here. This learn more, that'll be there also, and I will put that down in the description. Basically what this means, if you've accepted anything of value from a third party, so if a company has sent you a microphone to review, or if they've sent you beard products, or if they've sent you something like that and they paid for you to do this video, that is kind of a loose description. Check the laws on that for sure, but this is where you want to check that box to let YouTube know that this video does contain paid promotion. All right, now moving down, automatic chapters, you can actually set this so that YouTube will kind of read through your video and set automatic chapters. I never use this option, so I'm going to uncheck that. A good practice is to use your own chapters. The next option, places appear in the video description, allow available places. I'll just leave that checked to yes, keep the default there. Okay, tags. Now tags, the way YouTube describes tags, tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. Now, even though that's the case, I still, in every video that I've ever done, I have maxed out this tag box. Now, the way that you want to do this, you want to make sure that you're using keywords here that are highly searchable and related to your content. Let's say you want to use things like how to upload a YouTube video. That would be one. And you can see that took 31 characters. You have a total of 500 characters that you can use. So I try to max that out every time. YouTube video. What you want to think about here is any way that you think people may try to search and find this video. And this works through Google and YouTube. Make sure you come up with any tag, any description, any search that you can think of to put in here. I would even add questions, right? So how do I upload a YouTube video? Right? Now, quickly, I will give you two tools that I use to do this. One of those is Tubebuddy. So if you're using Tubebuddy, then you know the tags explorer, the ways you can see tags, and they will help you find tags. I also use something called Keywords Everywhere. Now, I don't have a link for either one. This is not an endorsement or an affiliate or anything like that. They're just two tools that I love to use to help me find tags. So I will throw links for both down in the comments so you can check those out. Keywords Everywhere is kind of a browser plugin that you can use to help you as you're searching for terms in Google or YouTube. It'll kind of show you how many searches that keyword term gets. Will help you find terms for your tags. So that is tags in a nutshell. I will do again a future video on tags. All right, moving on down. So your video language, whatever the language is in your video, go ahead and select that language. Next thing is your caption certification. Now I always select here, this content is never aired on television in the United States. This doesn't really have an effect on your video. That's just what I've always selected. Again, there's always help text here that you can click and learn more so you can read through that. Recording date, I usually just select the date that I recorded it. So today is March 2nd, we'll do that. Video location. Now you can set a location here so that viewers can search for your video by location. An example would be, let's say you did a video on the Grand Canyon, then you may want to put Grand Canyon here, something like that. If you're doing a video on Disneyland, then maybe you would put Disneyland's location, city and state, whatever there. That'll help viewers find it by location. So next thing is license and distribution. Now your two options here are standard YouTube license and Creative Commons attribution. Now just a quick word about this option here. Basically, the way you want to view this is this. If you don't want people to be able to use your content without your permission, without you allowing them to do so, make sure you're choosing standard YouTube license. Creative Commons attribution means that anybody can use your content in any way that they want to in their videos, as long as they give you attribution, as long as they attribute, basically cite you in their description, they can use your video. In my case, I use standard YouTube license every time. You can read more about that. Again, there are links here also to explain that to you. All right, scrolling down, allow embedding. Allow embedding will actually allow this video to be embedded on websites. I do keep this option set because sometimes you do a video for a company and they may want to share it on their site. Me, in my case, I actually have a plugin on my website that shows all videos that I've done on the channel so that they're easily found there. So I need that option checked so that that video can be embedded on my website. Next, publish the subscriptions feed and notify subscribers. I think that one is pretty much a no-brainer. You're going to want that checked. All right, next down is short sampling. Allow people to create shorts using parts of this video. Not all videos can opt out. So this is where you would let YouTube know if you want your short to be available for somebody to use in their shorts, to be able to react to it, whatever kind of way they can use that. Now, me, typically, I always uncheck this. I don't really know why. I just always have. I do uncheck that. Next up is your category. I always use how to and style because most of my videos are how to type videos. But what you want to do here is select the option, the category that most closely resembles what your content is, how you want that content categorized on YouTube. Now, one pro tip that I'll give you here, this is something that I've followed on both YouTube channels from the time that I've started doing videos. Once you decide on a category, I would use that for every single video that you upload. The reason I say that is because YouTube sort of ranks your videos and your channel in that category. That way, for me, I think it makes more sense to have every single one of my videos in that category so that they're all seen there in that one place. All right, scrolling down, you have a couple of options here for comments. You can allow all comments, which no matter what somebody comments, it will allow it to show publicly on your comment feed. You can hold potentially inappropriate comments for review, which is the one that I use. And you'll notice those comments in YouTube Creator Studio. When you go look at your comments, you would have to approve comments that YouTube thinks may be, trolling or offensive or something like that, spam, anything like that. You also have options to hold all comments for review or to disable comments. I don't recommend those last two because hold all comments for review, that's going to be a lot of work for you to do to allow those comments. And disabling comments just kind of takes the community thing out of that. I really believe the community, you want people to be able to interact with your content. So I would not recommend that one. Now, keep in mind that if your video is made for children or if only children appear in your video, so like if your child has a YouTube video, then by default, comments are going to be disabled based on YouTube rules. So keep that in mind. All right, once you have everything set the way that you want it, we're going to hit next. Now, if your channel's monetized, if you do have a channel that has joined the partner program and you're eligible to monetize and collect ad revenue for your videos, you'll have this step, and this is your monetization. So I'm going to select on to monetize this. And this is where you can select your type of ads. Display ads are automatically checked. Overlay ads, sponsored cards, skippable video, and non-skippable. Now, this is only me. I don't use non-skippable video ads because I want people to have that choice to be able to skip the ad if they want to. Obviously, this is at your discretion on your channel, so keep that in mind. You also have the option of location of video ads. Now, because this video is not 8 minutes, it's not eligible for ads at all, so it's telling me that there. So it is what it is. I'm going to hit next. And that is it for monetization. Now, the next thing you have is your ad suitability that you have to answer. So basically, you get to try to tell YouTube whether or not you feel that your content meets ad suitability. And there's several different things you have to choose from here. As you're scrolling down, you have things like inappropriate language, adult content, violence, shocking content, all that kind of stuff. If none of that stuff appears in your videos, which for me, none of that ever has, I'm going to hit none of the above. If any of these do, let's say that your video has sensitive events. So if your video does have sensitive events, you can hit that drop down to see what they're asking for. If any of these apply to your video, make sure you select that. Make sure that you're accurate and honest here because YouTube does kind of follow up and check in most cases, especially early on. Once you've answered enough by yourself that you were honest in all the ones, then that kind of slacks a little bit. I don't know the full detail of that, but you definitely want to be honest. I'm going to click none of the above. And as you can see, how you rated your video overall, safe for ads, you would submit that rating. And you'll see at the bottom, it's going to tell you based on your previous ad rating activity. So this one tells me my rating accuracy is high. So we will monetize your video using your input. And that's just kind of how it works. That's why I say be honest, because if you're being accurate, then you're going to be able to just go through this step easily with no issues. Okay, so I have selected my rating. You want to make sure last step here, you hit submit rating. And I'm going to move forward now. Next up is video elements. Video elements is where you can add an end screen or you can add cards throughout your video. You may want to do this. So I'll show you the end screen first. Your end screen will be the cards that kind of pop up in the end. Now for this channel, this is kind of how I've always done it. I've had a video, a playlist, and then the subscribe button. All I ever do every time is import from latest video, but this is fully customizable. So you can choose that if you would like, or you can add an element individually and move them around the screen. So I'm going to import this from my latest video. And as you can see here, as we play this, reach out to me through my website, you'll see the elements kind of pop up. So there are the elements that I've selected for this video. Now again, you can move these around. So if you decide you want both on this side and you want your subscribe button moved up, you can arrange these in any way that you would like. So keep that in mind for your future videos. Make sure you hit save. Okay, so the next option we have is to add cards. Cards are promoting related content during your videos. So this is where you'll see a lot of times you'll see kind of a pop-up box will pop up in the middle of somebody's video across the top of the screen. So let's say that down here at 56 minutes, let's say that I was talking about something specific that I want to pop up here. So I'm going to add a card. Now your options are video, any video from your channel, any playlist from your channel, another channel, or a link. So I'm going to choose a video. And let's say that I was talking about candles. I'll throw this video right here. And as you can see now at the top of the screen, there's the black bar that will pop up when the video gets to this point as the viewer is watching. So let's see if we can demonstrate that. So now viewers watching, you'll see the card pop up here right there. So that is how that works. That's how you add those cards. Those can be valuable if you're talking about something that you want to refer the user to as they're watching. Those will pop up there. Make sure that you hit save to save your cards in there. And at this point, we're going to hit next. This just is YouTube's way of telling you that your video has been checked for copyright and ad suitability, which we've gone through. So we're okay here. Now, if you do see any issues here, this is where you'd want to go through and see what those issues are so that you can fix things if you need to. We have 2 green check marks, so we're good. We're going to hit next. And the last screen is save or publish or schedule. Now, there is no right or wrong way to do this. You can publish right away if you would like to, or you can schedule it. I like to wait until HD processing at least is done, so we at least have a 1080 version of the video up. And as you can see, as I was saying that, it just finished. So checks complete, no issues found, and we have uploaded the HD and the 4K version of this video. Now, same thing applies though. You can actually go ahead and publish this if you would like. You can make it private where only you and people you choose can watch your video. You can make it unlisted where the video is live on YouTube, but it's not actually searchable. Somebody would need a link to find that, or you can set it to public, which is what you would set it to if you are ready to release that video publicly. You can also schedule, which is what I do. Usually what I will do is schedule a video and set it out for the next day, the next couple of days, depending on my schedule or what I have been able to batch film. And so I would just choose whatever date. Let's say on this one, I want to release this on Saturday the 5th at, we'll just pick a time here, at 9:45 a.m. So you would select your date and time there, and that is it. You'll hit schedule, and then you'll have your pop-up video schedule. This video will be set to public on March 5th at 9:45 a.m. You are done uploading through the browser. Okay, so that is uploading from your browser. Let's go over to mobile now. So I'm going to show you how to upload from your phone. So we've got our phone here. Now, when you go to the YouTube app, not YouTube Creator Studio, nothing like that, you want to go directly to YouTube itself. At the bottom of your screen, you're going to see a plus button. So we will hit that plus. And you have the options, once again, create a short, upload a video, go live, or create a post. We're going to choose upload a video. And now you will go through here and select the video that you want to upload. Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Ken, the content coach.
So we have that
this
selected.
You
see the video playing here. I'm going to hit next.
Creators. Now, as you hit next, you're going to see you have a title, so you can set your title. We'll call this Ken, the content coach. Intro. All right, so there's our title. Then you have description. So kind of the same things here. You can type out your description, whatever you want this to say in the video. So we'll just say introduction here. All right, hit back. And your visibility there, unlisted. You have the same options, public, unlisted, or private. I'm going to make this one private. You also have the options for schedule once again. So same thing, you can publish it and set that to schedule at whatever time and date you want that to go. So that's how you do that. We'll just go ahead and set this for private to go ahead and upload now. Location, you can set the location. Same kind of rules apply here. I'm not going to put a location there and then add to playlist. Again, you want to add this to at least one, but I recommend multiple. So we'll add those to the 2 playlists there. Hit done at the bottom. And then we will upload the video. Again, it's set to private. We'll upload. Okay, so we'll let it upload. We'll let that finish. And then once it is uploaded, we will go over to YouTube Studio. Under YouTube Studio, you're going to have to go edit the video to add tags and things like that, or you can go back to desktop and do that if you would like. We're going to hit the pencil icon to edit that, and then you can see the options you have. Now, you do have a few more options opened up for you here. You can go ahead and set your thumbnail, so we'll hit this little picture icon on the top, and we'll add the thumbnail, custom thumbnail, and we'll select the thumbnail that we had. Select, so there's our thumbnail. Description set, visibility set already. Monetization, if you do want to monetize the video, you'll need to hit monetization and set that to on. Again, you have the same options here for monetization. Your audience, same thing. Is it made for kids? And then age restriction, those same rules apply there. Playlist, we've already set on the upload. And then under more options, you have the things like tags. Again, same kind of thing here. We'll add whatever tags we want to. So there's our tags. Again, you want to make sure you select tags that are going to be searchable. Same thing we talked about before. YouTube licensing the same, allow embedding the same. Comments, for whatever reason on mobile, it's set different. I do like to hold potentially inappropriate, so I'm going to select that option. Show how many viewers like this video. And those are the options you have for uploading on mobile. So if you want to add more options than that, you would need to go to YouTube on your browser and set those that way. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any other questions that I may not have covered in this video, something that you maybe have a question about that I didn't think of here, definitely throw it down in the comment box and I will answer that question for you. You can also reach out through my website, through social media. All those links are available in the description of this video and every video that is on this channel. So if I can do anything for you, feel free to reach out. But anyway, congrats on uploading your first YouTube video. Now, if you haven't got to that point yet where you're uploading your first YouTube video, make sure you check out the next video that'll be on screen here. This video will actually walk you through my tips for doing your first YouTube video. So check that video out next. If I can do anything for you, again, reach out. Remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Be that positive light for somebody. Somebody needs that. Just hit record. We'll see you guys in the next video.